Hey everyone.
Hi.
Hi everyone. I am Jessie with our DJ Rocks. Thank you for joining us for another live episode of Backstage Pass. Tonight I am so excited because I have DJ Stasia with me and one of her past couples, Rachel and Deedee, and their daughter Skylar. I'm really excited to hear all about their wedding day. They got married at Club Lake Plantation. Thank you guys for so much for being here with us.
Thank you guys.
Oh, we're so excited. Thank you for allowing us to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. My first question is, how is marriage treating you? How have you guys been doing since the wedding?
I think we've been doing really good, considering, like everybody knows, the virus and the quarantine. And so we got married in October. We're 7 months in, and we've kind of had to learn to really be around each other 24/7. So we survived that, and I think we're on the road to a great life.
And thank goodness that Rachel's better in math, because we've also had to take on schooling.
Yes. I was gonna say it's a really long honeymoon, but maybe not if you're also being a teacher.
Right. I think she wants to go back to school now.
Yeah.
So tell me, how did you guys meet?
Oh boy. Long story short, we met online because we're a little older. I'm older, and I actually was scrolling through. I was actually in the hospital when I actually found this lovely lady, scrolling through, bored, and finally decided to message her. And instead of the standard message, I think I put a long paragraph. It wasn't like, "Hi, you look nice. I like your smile." Not the typical thing. I wrote a long kind of essay of my life, and that I had a daughter and what I was kind of looking for, and got zero response. A week went by, nothing. 2 weeks went by, nothing. So at this point, I'm like, So finally, I think it took you 2.5 weeks to respond.
About 2.5 weeks. Almost.
She had to digest it. She had to sit on it.
Well, for me, I've never been online. Yes. I've never dated online, so it's all new to me. When I signed up, I really was just signing up just to get what it feels like and how you do it, and
And now you're married.
And how people respond.
It worked.
So I really wasn't looking at that moment for a life partner. I was just looking to have a little bit of fun, and lo and behold, her picture popped up, and I went, "Wow, I kind of like her." And she did. She put a long paragraph of life and what she's been through, and I just thought, if somebody that honest can put that all out there, she was believable.
It was interesting too, because the tagline, people put different stuff on their dating sites, and Skylar and I actually come up with a motto every year of something that means a lot to us. And that year it was embrace the change, because we had been through so much, because I was in a previous relationship and fortunately didn't end well and stuff like that. So it was we had a really tough time, Skylar and I. So we were getting out of the situation that was good that we got out of. So for us, we were kind of scared, and so we came up with the embrace the change, and that was what I put on my.
And ever since then, we've made a new sign every year.
Yes. So
what's this year's?
Well, it was "This Just Got Real," which was on our shirts.
That's true.
It was. This just got real. And then what was the other one that you came up with? Trust
the process.
Because Rachel kept saying to me to trust the process, and that we have to
during the whole wedding.
Or the whole kind of relationship, that we had to trust each other and trust what we were going through, and just believe, and that there's different stages in your life that you go through stuff, and that's what kind of led us, because we're kind of different, because I was bringing a 13-year-old into the relationship, so it was really important to me to have somebody that could, all of us, kind of blend as a family.
Accept that, I guess you could say, because a lot of times when you're single, you want to get in a relationship and you have a child involved, some people can handle it and some people can't. And I think I had a good thing coming into it because I had grandchildren. So I already knew how to handle children. I knew how to talk to them. I knew how to be loving and kind and understanding and be that other ear. So I think what's complemented us is that she has an ear for her mom. She also has an ear for me, and she can trust both of us to be honest. And one thing led to another, and a year later, it was the marriage.
Oh my gosh, true love.
It was the best day of my life. No doubt about it. The best day of my life.
That
Oh my
is
goodness. And okay, so I'm gonna jump around with the questions a little bit. Skylar, you were kind of a big part of the wedding day. So let's talk a little bit about that. Like, how did you implement all these like amazing family values that you guys already had? How did you implement that into your wedding day?
I think the best like part about like, I don't know how to say it. Probably when like my papa, I had like a really like special moment with him because he's been like battling health issues and stuff. And like that was like one thing that like my family, like we all kind of wanted like me to have like a special moment with like just him. And so it meant a lot for me to like have him and like take him and like at least like dance with him for like one song. And that was like, I think like the best like family part that I had, or walking down the aisle and like seeing them.
We included, so instead of just one of us walking down, we kind of walked down as a, Skylar walked me down and Rachel met us halfway. So we kind of walked down as a family, and we walked out as a family. And during the vows, because we wrote our own vows, I didn't realize this, but Rachel called Skylar up. And
I had no idea.
And actually read her a vow. That she had written for Skylar, and I think all the three of us, all cried at that point.
I don't think there was a dry eye.
I didn't expect it, so that was really good. So that kind of helped.
That's awesome. So, and you had a few like dedications throughout the night with music. Tell us how you like used music to make all those moments kind of extra special.
You want to me?
Or anyone, or Stasia wants to jump in. Stasia, you helped create all those moments.
Yeah.
How was it feeling like pressing play on those like really important songs for these guys?
I think originally, when we were trying to pick out our genre of songs and stuff, we're country people, and so a lot of weddings just have some country. But we, Stasia will tell you, we had a lot of country requests. We had the other ones, but so picking out our songs through the relationship time, there were songs that popped up. Deedee sent me one very early in our relationship that I just melted with. There's a couple that we just knew there was a point in time that we were going to use them. And we wanted to make sure that they fit in at the times that they did. And that lady's right there in that background, Stasia, was the bomb at doing that. She really listened and told us what she thought, when and where and how. And I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing.
My favorite one was when my mom and I had for a while now have had like a favorite song that we've kind of like, it's kind of like a theme song, and it's like Thrive by Casting Crowns. And that was like, and it was a little bit religious, but it was like also like kind of one of like the things that like had like brought us through like tough times and stuff. And we played that at the wedding, and it like really like, I think just like, it was really memorable to me.
These two know music and titles and things.
Not really.
Well, and I don't. So I remember when we first met to do DJ, I'm just like, she's like, well, what do you like? And I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, do you like this artist or that? I'm like, I don't even know who that is. Like a thing. And so you kind of walked me through like, well, this and that, because I knew like if I hear it, I'll know it. So she was very helpful.
I would say, you really knew your music. So
you did. So I was just like, well, this is kind of what I'm looking for. She's like, all right, I got it. I got you covered. And I'm like, okay.
I think at one point in time I said, you just pick the music. We're good.
Fine. Well, kind of what we were interested in, but I just don't know that kind of stuff. Like if I hear it on the radio and stuff, or I hear, it takes me a while to know the actual.
We were pretty difficult with that. Yeah.
We were. We probably put her through a lot, but she.
Yeah, but you guys knew what you wanted, and then I felt like I just helped you find the right songs. You guys knew, because we had a moment with Skylar and Rachel, and a moment with Skylar and Deedee, but a moment with Skylar and Pops. So we had your first dance, obviously the last dance. You guys knew all the little parts, and I I'm just there to put all the music behind it. So it was a lot of fun for me.
What we were trying to look for, so it's perfect.
I love that. I think I always say they're like magical, or they're like wizards. Like you'll name one song you like, and then they're like, oh, then you probably like these other 3 songs. And I'm like, how'd you do that? You're like a freaking Spotify, like you know what's going to auto play next for me or something.
I didn't even know they sung that song. Wow, okay, that's good. Play it.
That's awesome. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about like the wedding planning process. What was your biggest fear when it came to picking a DJ? Like what was important to you guys?
Well, I know for one thing, we had talked to a couple other, DJ services, I guess. And I think that what stood out with this one is we felt comfortable. We felt like, because we're women. We're not your traditional guy and girl getting married. So we wanted to make sure that our DJ could grasp that, understand that, because it was a little different for a minute, and we wanted to make sure it was a right fit. And I got to tell you, our first meeting, it was like, okay, this is it. She gets us.
I don't even remember any of the other options.
She gets us, and we just felt very comfortable with it. It was really an easy choice for us.
Yeah. Plus, we had a lot of older people there, and then we had
we had like a lot.
We had Skylers. We kind of had a really unique mix of people and different song choices that I think people would want. So we kind of left it up to you guys to kind of pick some of the music to pump things up and get people dancing. But also it was really important that we did have those key moments of our songs, you guys' song, and definitely with Papa. That kind of stuff, that was important to us, as well as the dedication that we had, because we had a couple speeches there, so that kind of helped the flow. So I think all of that was important. But we had a really unique mix of different ages. It was
Definitely
all over the map, I think. So
I love that. And that's always kind of people's, I think, like biggest fear, when you have that wide like gap in ages, and then it's like, okay, that's not all the same music genre, but hopefully Stasia was good at getting everybody on the dance floor.
Yes, and the fear is, was everybody going to want to get on the dance floor? Was it fast enough? Was there a good mix? Were they getting bored? And that part of that fear is there's no way that's going to happen, because we really trusted Stasia to make sure that she handled that. And you and I, we had eye contact, because there was a couple times it was a long song. And I'm like, we should halt it. So all night long, her and I had that contact, and I would just look at her, go like this, and we just.
I was trying to catch you guys. When you guys were together, I was like, okay, perfect. I got to play this right now, because I would remember, or songs that you put in the system. Did that on purpose. Just say it.
I love that. You were getting like the head nod to like, all right. I hear you over there.
Yeah, but it was perfect. It worked out perfect.
Yeah, it did.
Oh my gosh. Okay, my next question is for DJ Stasia. What was your first impression of Rachel and Deedee? And Skylar. Skylar was at the first meeting too.
Like I said, I feel like they're not going to agree with me on this, but I felt like they knew what they wanted. This was their their wish, their dream come true. They're like, finally, we're going to do this. We're going to get married. So even though, we had questions about songs, sometimes we weren't sure what we were going to do. We had to like look around and stuff, talk about a few options. At the end of the day, Rachel and Deedee, you guys, I don't know, you came in there and I just got this feeling and we vibed. It was awesome. It was awesome. I loved you guys from the moment that we met.
And we generally felt that. So I think that's why we came into the whole wedding and the actual the reception and stuff, knowing that we had so much confidence in you that we weren't going to have to worry about that, because we already had that connection, a strong connection. So it felt good. I was pretty much relieved. We knew you were going to handle it. Yeah, we just felt that way. We gave you that to do that.
I love that. We always make the joke that like when we're like talking to a couple, we're like, so like, are we ready to put a ring on it? Like, it feels like we're like dating you guys. And I'm like, you guys were like DJ soulmates. And like,
I just remember sparkling shoes, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this.
Yeah, honestly, okay, I know I'm at home, but I'm wearing sparkly shoes right now. I know you guys aren't gonna see the lower part of me, but I just had to do it. I miss weddings. I'm sorry.
That's it. See?
I'm cracking up right now. I haven't put shoes on in like a month. That's perfect. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
me too. This was the first time I had to do it.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Rachel and Deedee, was there anything that Stasia did to surprise you?
Well, I could tell you one thing. I've been to a lot of receptions, and I really haven't seen where the DJ actually, Stasia, you went around, because after everything was done, we got so many texts and calls on, she was cool. She came up and introduced herself and said, if there's anything you need or want to play, I'm here to play it. I mean, this wasn't beyond the list that we gave her, but she also extended herself out to go beyond that and say, there's any other songs you want played. So I think that was a good thing that so many people had such great compliments of, that you just came around and introduced yourself, and they all felt like you're like family. They almost thought, were you related to us? You never know where we find you.
We all got the blonde hair, so.
That was perfect. That's what I can say. That was a surprise, because I guess maybe I didn't pay too much attention to it, but you really did a great job of going around and making everybody feel comfortable and laughing, and the music was up, and it was. I could say that was a surprise.
And you covered for me when she couldn't find me.
Yes. Remember, I see your wife, and she's outside, and you're like, I got this.
Oh my gosh. Good
I
job,
had a
Stasia.
lot of fun. I had a lot of fun.
Well worth it, because a lot of people enjoyed you. A lot of people enjoyed you.
Oh my
I had a
god.
lot of fun meeting all of them, and I don't remember their names, but I remember faces and pictures and blurs of people that I met. And I did go out on the dance floor a few times. I know you guys saw me out there, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was awesome.
You're in the big team picture with everybody on the dance floor. You're in one of the pictures too. So
I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Stasia is just part of the family now. Done deal.
Was she like related to us? She was. I mean, it was that comfortable.
I love that. Oh my gosh.
She'd be afraid to talk or ask, and they just she's like family. So it's nice.
Nice.
Oh, that's so cute. Everybody in the comments is like obsessed with you guys, by the way. I just want to let you know that. Stasia, what was your favorite part of their wedding day?
Oh, I think I might hit a nerve with this one. Sorry, guys, but that last dance, when it was just the two of them, it's my favorite part in a lot of weddings, and for them it also was, I don't know, it hit me a different way because of how close I got to them, and it was just nice to see them, you know, at the end of the night, just kind of just sharing each other. And Skylar was around as well, I'm pretty sure.
I think the song was picture perfect, because it was by Anthem Lights, called This I Promise You. And it's a big step. Marriage isn't a joke. It's a big commitment. And we knew for the three of us coming in at different, I guess, parts of our life and our age, and Skylar having, I'm a bonus mom now, and having another motherly figure in her life too. And just having this, I guess, good fit, and it's worked out very well for the most part. Listen, we're gonna have moments where she might not like what I have to say, but I think she supports and appreciates it, vice versa. That's just part of us getting together. And beautiful Deedee over here has allowed us to have a relationship as well, as they continue to have their relationship, because they need that too. So, and then we just find a way to fit in. So.
It was just awesome seeing all of that. Everything that you described, it was just awesome seeing it work. And with music for me, because music just does things to me that I can't explain. When moments like that get music added to it, it's like.
And you were teary-eyed. You got a little teary-eyed that time too.
You're right. The music does everything. I can't tell you how many times we sit out in the back patio and just listen to music. Just listen to music. We're fortunate enough that we live on a lake, so we watch that, at night, and it's just that's what we do. Mm-hmm. What is our sign? We have a bunch of weird, quirky signs too on our patio, and I think we have one that says our neighbors have to
listen to our music,
or like something like they have to like our music no matter what.
They have good music because they
because
listen to
we
ours.
play because they
Yeah.
listen to ours or something. We have a sign. It's pretty
Like
funny.
something like that.
I love that. Oh my gosh, so cool. Okay, Rachel and Deedee, what is your most vivid memory of your wedding day?
Okay, mine, because I worked very hard and Stasia was very helpful in this, was the first song coming in. I worked it and worked it and worked it to make sure it was right, because it came in a two-part. I wanted to come in on the first, and the song was For a Lifetime by Ryan Darling. But there's a certain verse in there where I wanted the doors, because I had been walked in by my best friends prior to. The song just started playing, and then another verse came in, and I wanted to make sure that these two ladies walked in at that time, and then the other part of the verse connected the three of us. Spot on. So I guess one of my most moments was just watching those two ladies come through those doors, knowing that I was going to be spending the rest of my life with them. And it was magical, knowing that I was going to connect with their hands and walk down that aisle together as a team, and the three of us.
Family.
I don't know. I don't know if I really stopped crying at that moment. It was priceless to me. It was one of the best, like I said, one of the best moments of my life. The whole process.
I was tearing up the whole time.
I have chills right now. So, I mean, that's so special when you find like that one song that you're like, you hear it and you're like, oh, that's us. Like this represents us. And I'm so glad that you found that.
Yeah, and I played it over and over again in my car. I drive an hour and 15 minutes to work, and I probably played that thing 1,000 times. And so I just, the dog wanted to talk too.
It's a family affair. It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What was your magical moment? You.
Oh wow. Wait.
Wow.
Probably when we were reading the vows. Yeah, when we were reading the vows, because we wrote our own vows. And what I was going to add to the music is even before, like you said that we knew the music, but there was a lot of times I communicate a lot through music. So some things I had trouble saying to Rachel early on. So I sent her songs because I felt that of a way of expression. So she would know that how I was starting to feel about her.
Right.
So early on, that was something that I sent her. So then she would send me songs. So this is part that I don't think you even knew when we talked to you. So a lot of those choices were songs that we sent back and forth to each other. And then this little girl got involved. And I shouldn't say little, and started, because now we have a three-way text thing that love wins. That might be one of our new signs. That the three of us talk to each other, your group chat, that we all communicate back and forth, and we'll send either songs or emojis or something.
Most of the time, it's like the funny little like memes or like
but we also send some song things that how we're feeling, because there's sometimes that one of us is feeling down, and then the rest of us have to pick up. So it's kind of important to us. So during the wedding, it was kind of it's funny how I just remember us three. Isn't that funny? Like,
that's good. That means you spent the whole day together. That's what that means.
Is
that we were together the whole time.
And stuff, but when we were standing there and doing a lot of stuff, I just remember the three of us.
That's good.
Aww. Stasia, what's your most vivid memory?
The dance floor.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
We had fun. Like we did have a lot of fun. And they said that a lot of people weren't going to be dancers, but a lot of people were dancers.
Listen, some of our friends even surprised us that they actually danced. I was like, whoa, that was good.
Yeah. And we went from, like you said, a lot of country to some mainstream pop stuff. We played One Direction. I mean, I'm pretty sure we did some 70s, 80s stuff too. Yeah. It was so much fun for me. So that was pretty vivid. I mean, and I can also say there was a lot of emotional parts, because I can obviously relate to you guys in a lot of ways. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of emotional parts that are very vivid and memorable for me as well, during ceremony and during the reception as well. So, but The dance floor. the dance floor.
I love it.
Listen, myself on that dance floor.
And
is
I
good.
don't dance, and I had to dance. I was like, she was like, you have to dance, and I'm like, okay.
Oh my gosh. So this, you might have already kind of answered this question, but Rachel and Deedee, what was your favorite musical moment of the night?
Wow. There's
You gotta pick one.
so many.
You have to pick one.
You have
I
to
can
pick
pick
one.
one. It's probably going to be, and we kind of touched base on it. It's probably going to be The Last Dance.
Yeah.
The Last Dance. I guess knowing that I was holding her in my arms and dancing with all of our friends and family, supporting us, loving us, and accepting us. And
Yes, accepting.
the song was picture perfect, and I think it was the moment for me was, wow, this just did get real. This just happened, and I have committed to spending the rest of my life with this lady and Skylar, and that last dance was probably my most special dance by far.
I remember the dance with Skylar. This to Thrive. That was a good one too, because I felt like we kind of let go of a lot of past stuff, and we were like, wow, we have a whole new life and a whole new, beautiful person with us, and it was just a big kind of, how do we say this? Sigh of relief from what we got out of. Mm-hmm. So it was a really good feeling just to be happy.
Yeah, and we talk about it like pretty much every single day. We're like, oh,
it was to be happy.
Yeah.
Oh man, that last dance, that feeling at the end of the night is like the best.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Stasia, when you think of Rachel and Deedee, what song comes to mind?
Ooh, there was a lot of songs that they incorporated into the day that I feel like describes them very well. I feel like, I don't know, there's something about the Enya one that it just, maybe it was the moment that I'm picturing with the song together, but it was like you said, it was pretty magical. Pretty magical. I definitely was tearing up, and that was kind of like the beginning of my little journey with them through their wedding, but it wasn't the beginning of their journey. It was just the beginning of the wedding day. So I don't know, it was very special for me, and it was very memorable. So I'm gonna go with that one.
I love it.
That was a good song too. Yeah.
I love that. Rachel and Deedee, what advice would you give to someone who is planning their wedding and thinking about booking with our DJ Rocks?
Me?
Yeah, look it up. I might say something too.
Well, definitely. Well, for one, every venue we went to, everyone talked about DJ Rocks. We heard that get go. So we were definitely looking at them. One of the nice things that I liked is how comfortable I felt, and how, like I said earlier, that I didn't know the names of certain songs. I know kind of the vibe I wanted, but I wasn't really good at articulating it, and I was trying really hard, and you caught on really quickly. Well, what about this? What about that? And then a couple times I said, well, no. And then you said, well, this. And you kind of stuck with me until you knew kind of exactly what I was looking for couldn't say it. And you were like, I got it covered. And then what was great is, and then they said, well, here's a couple recommendations, which was good because I wanted that. And then you guys fill in the blanks, which is what we did. And then, because that was helpful, because I didn't want to be, if I just pick all my music, I don't think anybody would have danced. So they wouldn't have. It would have been, so that I thought was really helpful. So with picking them, trust the process. It was really good. They're professionals. They know exactly. They've done a ton of weddings, so it's kind of, you have to give a little, let them get to know you so they know, because it's ultimately our day, but you have to give them a little bit of direction, and then you guys just ran with it, which I think is the most important thing, because in anything, you have a vision of how you want your wedding day to be, what you want people to kind of take away, you want them to dance, you want them to have a good time, but it's really all about the music. I mean, it sets the mood, it tells a story.
And I think too, if you're looking for somebody that is passionate, knows your music, loves their job and what they're doing, and you can feel it from the inside and out. Has a good I don't know, has a good feel to it, or vibe, but just you know that you're so confident that you picked the right person because it showed. Anastasia, it showed. I mean, from the moment
Thank you guys so much.
From the last time, I remember it was the night before or 2 days before, I'm going, oh my gosh, I think we're going to change. Is it okay if we change?
Yeah.
I think we changed one of our songs a couple times before we even nailed to the end of it. And I was like, maybe we shouldn't do that. It's probably already set up. But I got to tell you, you were like, sure, no problem. We can do that.
And then you also helped too with the walkout dance that we wanted.
Yep.
I said, well, it should be a slow song. And I think we texted you and you said, no, it should be a little upbeat, kind of something that you want that's fun and lighthearted. And I'm like, okay. So then we kind of went that direction.
Yep.
So that was helpful because it is all about.
I liked when we came out from like the.
That's what she helped us with.
After, when you came out onto like the reception after the ceremony.
And we walked out.
I walked out and then you guys walked out. That was like a really good
And Rachel told us we were walking too fast.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm literally like, I'm getting emotional. I'm so proud of Stasia. I'm like,
we are so calm right now. We are three goofy ladies because we love life.
Yeah, you're nervous enough on your wedding day. So that is something you don't really want to have to worry, and stuff changes and people pull you off, and you got to make sure that somebody keeps you on track. And that's what they're there for, to keep you on track, keep the party going, but also have those moments like you had with Papa, that I had with you, and that we had together, and the three of us had together. I mean, those are the takeaway that all three of us are going to always remember.
Right.
And I'll tell you, our family and friends are always talking about how intimate and the ceremony and the reception and how much fun they had. And,
we've had a lot of them say it's one of the best weddings they ever attended. So that's always a good feel too. Yeah.
oh my gosh, that's amazing. And you definitely have to trust. You have to trust all your vendors. I mean, not just DJ, of course, but like everybody that you're involving in your day. It's a lot of trust. It's a big leap.
Put a lot of pressure on a lot of people because we don't want it at that time.
Yeah. And especially with music too. I feel like it's a lot of I could not handle the pressure of filling a whole crowd up on that dance floor, but thank goodness that people like Stasia are really good at it.
It's fun, guys. I had so much fun.
Okay, this is my last question. Stasia, a lot goes on behind the scenes during the wedding day. Are there any stories that you have about their wedding day that they might not know?
Oh boy.
Well, I just wanted you guys to know that while you were changing, because you guys changed, so you guys got into more comfortable clothes.
Yeah,
I still kept the party going. We were partying. Everybody was dancing. We did not stop for 1 second.
Wow.
So just so you guys know, because you guys
went on without us. Is what I'm trying to say. The party is
He's like, P.S. We didn't wait for you to come back. We kept partying.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And in the meantime, I'm telling Deedee, we need to hurry up. They're waiting on us. Is that
what you're trying to say? We didn't have to be there? Is that what you're saying?
No. It was definitely, you guys know it was special because of the three of you, the way that you are, the bonds that all of you guys have, and it was so much fun for me to put it all together. And I'm just so happy that we're friends on Facebook, that you guys are doing this with me. So hopefully we can
come crash one of your receptions one day.
She's probably about a 16th birthday party. It's probably going to need a DJ, so we're probably calling you.
Right?
Yeah. I'm down 100%. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for the opportunity to be able to do
that. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for sharing all about your wedding and about your awesome family. We could not be more grateful for couples like you right now. Later, you'll have to go back and read the comments. Our whole team was cavelling over you guys. So thank you so much, everyone watching, for joining us. Thank you, Rachel and Deedee, for trusting us with your wedding. And we're so glad that we got to reconnect with you guys. Any last words from you guys before we sign off?
I just want to say, be safe, have fun, love wins, love everybody. The time of, we're all going right now, it's time for everybody to love everybody.
Yep.
Well, that's the perfect sign off. I don't really have anything else to add to that. Perfect. You can join us next week, same time, same place, for another episode of Backstage Pass. And don't forget to stay connected with us on Instagram, and we will see you all next week. And like we said before, stay safe, love wins. Have a good night, everyone.